Hey there, everyone in the land of YouTube. This is Annette Dion. I'm the host and founder of the Psychic News Network. I hope you're having a good Friday, January 7th, 2022. Getting ready for a good weekend. And today here in New England, we received some white powdery stuff from the sky. And actually, it was the first time. Yeah, it was the first time. I remember back in the old days when I was just a young one. We used to get piles and piles of snow. Not anymore. Anyway, it wasn't a huge deal. It was, by the time I go out, it's probably going to be like 3 inches of snow. I did kind of get stuck somewhere earlier, but I just ended up leaving my car there saying I'll be back and walking about 12 minutes to my office, and then went back and got the car. But it wasn't anything major, so that was good. I haven't really checked to see what you all got for snow if you're in a snow area, but it wasn't too much here, but it was kind of fun to see. And my friend showed me a picture of somebody sent me a picture of a snowman, so it was good snowman snow. Good snowball fight snow. Have fun in the snow. I've noticed that people get so like, the weather's so terrible. And it's like, and today I'm walking, I'm like, this is kind of nice. It's winter. So much to talk about. And the past couple days are a little bit of a blur with the anniversary of January 6th, with the Republicans not showing up. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. And yesterday was an intense day. You may be feeling the bumpy energy, the scared energy, the mortified energy, which is a little bit step beyond afraid. The agitation, the anxiety, people are really not knowing what to think, not knowing what they feel. And yesterday, it's just, you might be with me on this. It's just, I can't wrap my mind around no Republicans showing up yesterday. It was a memorial. It was to mark the greatest attack in our history that our government ever has undergone. And I could see maybe the Josh Hawleys not showing up, and I could see maybe the Kevin McCarthy's not showing up. I could even see like the Lindsey Graham's not showing up and the Mitch McConnell's not showing up. Not that it's justified, but I could kind of see it. But for Mitt Romney not to be there, and Susan Collins not to be there, and Lisa Murkowski not to be there, there are others. Adam Kinzinger was off the hook. He would have been there. He's waiting for a baby any day now. And I do want to, I'll keep you updated on Adam Kinzinger's Country First organization, because I'm going to keep my finger on the pulse there. We are going to fight hard for our democracy. It's mind-boggling to me that these Republicans are so afraid to tell the truth, to just say, this is what happened, and to acknowledge it. And then, case in point, so Ted Cruz said something yesterday. He actually spoke a little bit of truth, little bit. That the Capitol police officers, fought bravely. I don't know exactly what he said, but the point is, he spoke a factual statement about what happened. It was terrorism, that we were subjected to terrorism. Our government was subjected to terrorist acts at the Capitol. And so he said something that was indicative of him acknowledging it. And oh my, he must have left and freaked out, called up his buddy Tuckums. That's what Joy Reid calls him, Tuckums. Tucker Carlson on, I got to get on your show, as if he needed a save face for telling the truth. that we were attacked by terrorists, American terrorists. And then he just set himself up. I mean, Ted Cruz really is good at that. He's good at setting himself up. So he set himself up, got Tuckums, and Tuckums wasn't having it. And you called him out for basically not lying and telling the truth. And it was a mess. And I'm sure you've seen the clip. And if you haven't, it's worth seeing because it's, I mean, if you can stomach it, it'll give you the big, eyeball roll effect. Gosh, what's going to happen to the Republican Party? What's happening? They're falling apart, but don't gloat about that because it's a very scary thing to be in this place where it looks like nobody can tell what's going to happen. That's where the psychics come in. Here we are. Everybody support your YouTube psychics because, we're all here to support each other and to be together. We're all in this together, as they say. But man, Lisa Murkowski even and Susan Collins, they couldn't come. And Dick Cheney shows up with Liz Cheney. That was telling. And my psychic impression just on that note about where the Republican Party is likely going to go is I actually see 3 forks in the road. Oh, well, I see 3 roads. I see the Democrats remaining Democrats for the most part. And I see the Republican Party splitting off. I really do. And I think that Dick Cheney being there was sort of a harbinger of that. Not that he's going to be involved in politics. He's in poor health. But you got to give him credit. As much as we thought it was despicable that he pulled us into that war, he was there, and he did call out the Republicans as despicable human beings, but he didn't say that. Could not believe how they're behaving. None of us can believe it. It's just unbelievable. Joe Biden was great. Kamala Harris, I guess I was busy. I didn't get to see both of their entire speeches, but I intend to. But I did say the other day that I thought, I didn't say anything about Biden's speech, but I did say that I thought that Kamala Harris's speech was going to be amazing. And then come to find out, the little bit that I did hear, just like I said the other night, she brought up Pearl Harbor and September 11th and January 6th as all being the same level of trauma. And then Fox News was making fun of that. No, I said it too. That's a common feeling. I wasn't just predicting what she was going to say because I just said she was going to give a good speech. But that had occurred to me too. And then Fox News, I don't watch Fox News. I just see clips of it. Was taking issue with that. Yes, it was that traumatizing. It was. No matter how much you want to sugarcoat what happened on January 6th, it was horrifying and it was violent and it was scary and it went on forever. And the man who incited it wouldn't call it off and wouldn't even say the words, "Be peaceful," to the insurrectionists. So it was bad. And it was as traumatizing. It's in the same category. So I'm going to go and listen to what she said. I'll probably do that tonight. But Joe Biden, I did hear a lot of what he said. And somebody had to point their finger right at Trump. And to his credit, to Joe Biden's credit, just like we don't like to say the Trump name, I just started saying it again recently because I feel like it's got less holding power and less energy than it used to. What you speak, you give power to. So to Biden's credit, he didn't speak the name, but he definitely pointed to him many times. I think 16 times, as, it was him that did it. And that's what the insurrectionists that are standing trial now, that's what they're saying too. And mark my words, the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers are going to retaliate on Trump. Even if it's just to call him out on, to just like spill the beans. So, the Lindsey Grahams, the GOP Republicans that you knew wouldn't show up because they're freaking cowards. That was one thing. But there were Republicans that I thought might be there, and that it ended up being Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney was amazing. And I really liked it when I heard a reporter say something, they're trying to walk away and the reporters are chasing them. And one reporter said, Are you upset about what they're doing, what they're saying about your daughter? He just went from under his mask. You could barely hear him. He was like, my daughter can take care of herself. Isn't that the truth? Can you imagine Dick Cheney being your father? Oh my gosh. Well, stern. I'm sure he was stern. I have a little... So everyone, because the energy's been so anxious and tense, and we are still in Capricorn a couple weeks. We're going into Aquarius. Be ready for some bombshells in the news in terms of shocking information. Be ready for that. I'm not, sorry, I'm pausing like I'm going to say something like this is going to scare you. I'm not. I do want to address that we need to practice ways of calming ourselves down. The collective energy is depressed and stressed and very anxious and very fearful. The collective energy is, all those things. It's winter. People are nervous about the weather. It's after the holidays. The days are dark. Be kind, please. Be kind. And you all are kind, and I thank you so much for your kind comments on that note. Be kind to one another, because it does make a difference. And by the way, just on that note, real quick, I do read your comments. I don't want to show any favoritism. That's why I don't respond much unless I feel a need. If someone asks a really important question, then I do my best to answer. But I read your comments, and I really so appreciate it. It makes me feel like we're together. We're a collective, and we're together. And that's not just for me that's important. And I do like going live because you all are talking to each other, and it makes me feel good that you are becoming friends. All right, let's see. I'm checking my list. There's so much to talk about. I got to pick something. Let's ask the question. I can't help it. I got to find out what's going on with Ted Cruz. What is up? The guys just said he ain't going to get reelected. All right. Do the guys say ain't? No, I think that's just my interpretation. Well, he missed an opportunity. This is Ted Cruz. He missed an opportunity because he should have just kept his mouth shut, and he shouldn't have gone off to Fox News after he said just what happened. He missed an opportunity to look fairly decent. Fairly. A little smidgeny, a little bit. Anyway, he's so pathetic. He's so pathetic. Where are the manly men? Where are the men? Trump insulted his wife and called her ugly. And then actually inferred that Ted Cruz's father assassinated JFK. What the? Jeez. Temperance. Okay, so Ted Cruz he missed an opportunity to look like he, would think it was a good idea to tell the truth. Just about that one statement that he made. That was true. There's somebody younger coming in that wants Ted Cruz's seat. The temperance card is he's going to be kind of treading water for a while. Be on the lookout for Ted Cruz to be pulling some stunts to make himself look good to the Trump base over the next week, especially Ted Cruz. Watch the stunts that he pulls. And by the way, on my list that I was talking about, that I have my list of, psychically who I know was in on the insurrection, like directly, and it doesn't probably take a psychic, but I'm just going to tell you what I know for sure based on my psychic facts, for entertainment purposes only. Simply my impression. He was a big player. He was a big player. And you know what? In a way, I think he painted himself in a corner, Mr. Ted Cruz. I really do think that he did, because now that I'm thinking about it, and the guides are giving me a little bit more information, the reason that he made the statement that those Capitol police officers were fighting so hard against the domestic terrorists, and he shouldn't have said domestic terrorists, according to Tucker Carlson and all those Fox News people, I actually think that was, and you're going to see a lot of this, and we're starting to see a lot of this, they don't know what to say to not incriminate themselves. So I think that Ted Cruz was trying to make himself look like he wasn't in on it by saying something that was truthful about January 6th. I'm going on way too long about this, but isn't that interesting? Because on the one hand, he's thinking, oh, well, this will make me look better, like I wasn't involved in a way. And then, said the wrong thing. So that's why he came on Tucker Carlson and said, oh, let me clear this up. I was being sloppy and dumb. My bell keeps ringing. just all by itself. All right, that's enough about Ted Cruz. I shouldn't even have spent as much time on that. But, they all are in the same category. But let's talk about Stephanie Grisham. Who knew? Whoever would have thunk it? Stephanie Grisham, she was the White House press secretary that never held a press conference. And then we got that beaut, Kayleigh McEnany. But that girl used to make me so mad because she just stood up there and lied about that she would never lie. But anyway, we're not talking about Kayleigh. Stephanie Grisham made history by being the White House's only press secretary that never gave a press conference. Is just dishing out all the dirt on Trump. And I was shocked that I was heartened that she's written a book. I don't remember the name of it. I don't have it yet. About behind the scenes in the White House during the Trump administration, and she is rallying some other Trump staff administration from then to start talking to the Trumpsters and telling them the truth and seeing if she can wake them up. So between that and Adam Kinzinger's organization, there's a couple of opportunities to get involved. And you know what? I have taken it upon myself to use this platform. And please subscribe. I always forget to say that. Please subscribe and do the thumbs up. I'm taking the opportunity, since I have a platform now, which is relatively new. Thank you, Linda G, for helping me with the boosting it up. We're doing another show on the 17th, by the way. We're going to rally, people. We're going to rally, and we're going to save our democracy. We're not here for no reason. We're here for good reason. So Stephanie Grisham, she's going to pull that together. But before we go to how that's going to go, I'm going to go to Trump. I heard he was supposed to be deposed today by Letitia James. But I'm just going to look at what he's thinking about, what he's feeling. Oh, he's so angry. He's so angry. The magician means he's trying to conjure something up, as usual. Trump is. What Trump is up against right now is the unity of the American kind of, this is kind of like the family card. But how we all felt yesterday, you must have felt it. It's good to see people come together to honor the fallen and to have moments of silence and to, just to really talk about how much we love our country. And, so and how much we're committed to saving our country. So he's like conjuring up something new. Now, I know that there's an Arizona rally on the 15th. Don't ask me why he's doing these rallies. It's ridiculous. I do not think that he's running for president. So, no, I really get that he's not. So he's working on conjuring something up, Mr. 45 is. The Ace of Wands keeps coming up about the January 6th commission. He's got to face that. But the guides are telling me he's deluding himself right now. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's like this magic person who can get away with everything he has thus far. So he's thinking that he won't have to show up and answer questions to the January 6th commission. I am picking that up. And the Magician is his conjuring up a plan to get out of it. What could it be? I'm going to pick a couple more cards about him. This is about the former guy. That's kind of what Biden was calling him. So right now he's up against that people really appreciated what went on yesterday in terms of commemorating the tragedy. Well, the Hierophant, okay, this is like, the United States Constitution is going to win here. And the High Priestess is, there are secrets that the 9/11, yeah, see, it's kind of the same. The 1/6 committee has, and the Seven of Pentacles, he's a little bit out of ideas once again. So he knows that they have his secrets. They have all his secrets. The January 6th commission does. But angry, furious. I feel like he's throwing things, and I feel like, I don't know if that's literal, and I feel like he's just, it must suck to be that angry. Just be glad you're happy. I hope you're happy. Don't worry, be happy. I remember that song. Remember that song? Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, he's miserable. 45 is miserable. Let me see what else we need to dive into. Stephanie Grisham. Okay. And then David Pakman had a video last night, and it was this former MAGA person who's so angry at Trump that he knows that the rally is going to happen. I'm going to ask if that rally is actually going to happen. Because remember, there was this thing in Florida that Trump did with Bill O'Reilly, and it's very lightly attended. So this guy in Arizona is, who knows if Trump watched it, is challenging Trump to spend 30 minutes with him on the stage answering some questions. And this is a former MAGA, one of his base people, who's so angry. And he wants, because he knows that Trump's been grifting and everything. So he's challenging him. He's going to pay him $1 million if he'll answer questions for 30 minutes on the stage at the rally in Arizona. I have no idea what this guy's name is, but the David Pakman show on YouTube, he has a clip about that. The Trumpsters are going to turn. I've been saying the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. So I'm just asking, got the pendulum. I'm asking, kind of different angle today. I'm asking, is he going to have that rally in Arizona? It looks like yes. It looks a little screwy now. That's interesting because, I've been getting funny answers with the pendulum about him. I'll have to look back at the other video when I was asking about when he was planning to do a January 6th press conference, whatever the heck that was supposed to be, and it was giving me weird answers then. So I think it's a little up in the air. Is that rally in Arizona actually going to happen? It's giving me the runaround. The pendulum's giving me the runaround. Gosh, it's so weird when it does that. Let's look at the cards. Fine, be that way. We'll look at the cards then. Is the rally that he's planning for, I can't even believe I'm asking this question, January 15th, gonna happen? Oh, it's actually during a time that somebody's been deposed. Is it Pence? Well, the Stephanie Grisham, I actually see a movement against 45. I feel ground roots swelling up of people that are going to start, I almost see protesting at his rallies. That's interesting. That's interesting. So, I kind of feel like before January 15th, when this stupid rally is being planned for, I wonder where he's getting the money. Anyway, I wonder if Pence is going to be talking to the January 6th Commission prior to that. I'm getting a yes on that. That might interfere with his plans to do the rally. Right now, it's up in the air whether that's going to happen. Is it this? No? It's my Himalayan bowl ringing itself. I have new lights, but if you see them going like on and off, it's just because the connection's not working. I had a million things to talk about tonight, and I have gotten to about 2 of them. I hope you have some really nice plans for the weekend and that you're going to relax and have, maybe, I don't know, tell me what your plans are for the weekend. Let's see what will happen. Let's see. I just answered that. What kind of, I do want to see, all right. I'm kind of stuck on this Stephanie Grisham thing. How effective will it be? Let's ask how effective Stephanie Grisham will be. On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being really effective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to make an impact. About 70% chance that it'll be successful at changing people's minds. Oh, well, what the heck? Let's see if Country First is going to make an impact. Scale of 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pendulum's acting wonky tonight. It's not giving me an answer on that one. But it looks like Stephanie Grisham's movement will get some legs. How odd. It's misbehaving. Fox News. Let's take a look at Fox News. Because I feel like they're going down with major lawsuits. But we've been saying for 5 years someone's going down because there's going to be a major lawsuit. And it's like, what the heck? Does our legal system really exist? I'm asking about Fox News right now. I did say some time ago that when it came time for the January 6th committee and all that, you were going to see a lot of fumbling. It doesn't take a psychic, but it's really amazing to watch like the Ted Cruz's and how creative they get with their what they say, and it's like, wait, and you listen to them, you're like, wait, that didn't even make any sense what you just said. But we're gonna see them like with. The other day I said I see them with egg on their face. Yeah, that. I see a lot of that. The Strength card is here. The Strength card is here. Power to the people. Power to the people. The Nine of Cups. We are going to see some shifts happening in a positive way. The Nine of Pentacles. Yes, that wasn't a specific question. But that's about America. I don't think that was a specific question. Yeah, this is looking, we have a lot, there's a lot that we can do and we will do it, okay? There's a lot that we can do and we will do it. I'm going to let you go shortly. I just want to say that I want to look at voting rights. All right, I'm going to pick a different pendulum. That one's misbehaving. I'm gonna pick this one. Okay, Joe Manchin. Is Joe Manchin going to hold up voting rights? This is saying no. Somebody's gonna get to him. 3 cards about that. They just don't know. They're like, they just don't know what to do. And Joe Manchin I think of as a Republican because he behaves like a Republican. But I just get the sense that there's all these backroom deals and like promises that they made, so they can't say this and they can't say that, and then they're pretending they're trying to like look like they're being honest, and they're trying to say things in a way that it goes around things, and someone asks a yes or no question and they don't answer the question. It's like when Ron DeSantis was asked if he got a booster shot on Fox News, and he just apparently not, because he got quite sick, Ron DeSantis. Anyway, this is about Joe Manchin. I think Joe Manchin is gonna just like kind of throw the Democrats a bone, you know that saying? Just throw them a bone, like a dog bone. I actually think that Joe Manchin's gonna want something, and I know it stinks that these people are in leadership positions. It's bad, but he's gonna want something in exchange for letting the American people have our voting rights. And then we're gonna get to work. Stacey Abrams. This feels like Stacey Abrams really getting to work on voting rights. Yes, that does feel like it's gonna pass. It's gonna be by the skin of its teeth. But I do see the voting rights bill passing. So one more thing, and then I will let you go. I did want to mention that I've been given a lot of testimonials lately. The whole Ahmaud Arbery thing, what a tragedy. It's unspeakable, it's unthinkable, however, I did say that his murderers would get, I think I said life in prison. I'm pretty sure I did. I saw life in prison for the father and his son. I think it was Travis McMichael or something like that. Anyway, the murderers, the guys that murdered Ahmaud Arbery did get life in prison. And I think it was a neighbor got a little bit of a lesser sentence, which is exactly what I said. We're starting to see justice. Keep visualizing justice being served. I want to ask about Matt Gaetz. Is Matt Gaetz going to face justice? I just have to say, it was absolutely disgusting what they were doing yesterday on Steve Bannon's show. They're despicable human beings. It's just, I don't even want to think about it. Is Matt Gaetz are they coming for Matt Gaetz? Is justice coming from Matt Gaetz? Is justice coming from Matt Gaetz? Yep. Was this pendulum being kind of finicky because it's going to take a while? No. My pendulums are having a bad day. Let's look at Matt Gaetz. What's the moon in today? The moon's in Pisces. Oh, it's void, of course. I think the moon is void, of course. No wonder. No wonder. Oh, yeah. Seven of Swords. They're coming for Matt Gaetz. His lawyers are working really hard at making him not go to prison. But that looks like a prison guard to me. Yes. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene going to be taken out of office? Yes. Is the January 6th commission going to have incriminating evidence about her? That's a yes. All right, so she's in trouble too. I'll come back in a day or two. I think that's all I have for you. Let me see. Well, I was going to ask about Pence, but I did get the Pence is going to show up. Pence is going to talk. I also get that, who is the other one? Sean Hannity is going to show up, and he's going to talk to his lawyers for a long periods of time ahead of time to do that convoluting the words sort of a thing so he doesn't get in big trouble. But I feel like Sean Hannity's in big trouble. And we didn't look at Ron DeSantis tonight, but I did want to say something about Ron DeSantis. Is Ron DeSantis, third pendulum tonight, is Ron DeSantis, is he in trouble? Yes, he is. So take care, especially if you live in Florida. I can't let you go without picking more cards about Ron DeSantis. I was trying. I was doing my best. I did see the video of him giving a speech, and he sounded terrible. Definitely was sick with COVID. Definitely. Same card I got the other night about Ron DeSantis. He's going to be in trouble for stealing. And then he's going to try to have people lie for him. Is it going to work? They're going to be playing the system just like Trump. Is it going to work? Nope. It's going to be too burdensome for him. Ron DeSantis has got a lot of burdens on him. It's amazing. You know, when we revamp our justice system, which has to be done, we need to revamp our justice system. When we do, all these delays can't happen. We're really in a crisis. Our justice system is in a crisis. We really have to rewrite the rules. We have to kind of rewrite a lot of the Constitution and amend a lot of things and get rid of the filibuster and all that. And the filibuster will be carved out for voting rights. Keep visualizing the best possible outcome. When the news upsets you, whatever it is that's upsetting you, this is my recommendation. If the news upsets you because they're just going on about all the things to be afraid of and to worry about, just look at what they're talking about and choose to think about the opposite happening and get involved. We're all getting involved here. I'm on a mission to get us all involved in saving our democracy. Okay? That's all I have for you tonight. If you'd like to book a reading, it's AnnetteDionPsychic@gmail.com. AnnetteDionPsychic@gmail.com. I'm going to do myself a favor and ask you to subscribe. And I guess hit the thumbs up and all that stuff. That's how it works. Thank you for all your support and all your comments. I'll come back in a day or two. Don't forget Church of Spirituality is every Sunday. I think I'm going to go for going live at 1 p.m. on Sunday. All right. Have a good night. See you. Namaste.